It's the Daily Comedy News with your host, Mark Pires. Join us for breaking headlines and all kinds of comedy shenanigans. Brought to you by the BeatSeat.
Welcome, my friends, to the show that never ends, the Mark Inspire Show. Day 1872 in a row. Main girl here from the top. Be there at 9 sharp, he says. Yeah, I do my best. I do my best, main girl. It's so good to see you. Thank you so much for joining me. DM Ryan, welcome. Top of the show. This show is sponsored by the BeatSeat, the only drum in the world for guitar players. It's also the only drum that you can play with your entire body. It's a full-body drumming experience. You can check it out at BeatSeat.rocks. If you happen to have a child with autism, or if you know anybody who has a child with Down syndrome, autism, etc., it's a powerful sensory therapy drum. It allows you to, again, play with your entire body while sitting completely upright. And it has unlimited tones and vibrational effects, which gives you different vibrational feeling in your body and your core. So check it out at BeatSeat.rocks. My friend DM Ryan just got one a few days ago. Hope you're enjoying it, my friend. Apple user, how are you? Good to see you. Maddie Carter, good to see you. Welcome to the longest running daily variety show. It's breaking news and comedy news in the morning. You know, I'm sure you figured this out by now, but the news is all negative. It's all intended to put you in a weird state of confusion and maybe in a state of fear. And most importantly, to keep you divided from what's really going on. Chad, how are you? Good to see you. But what I do here is try to put some comedy into the news, bring some positivity into it. So even though it could be a completely negative story, we're going to make it funny. We're going to try to find the levity in every moment we're live, because we get a lot of the negativity when we're not here. So join me as we do this every single day. I'm also live every single night. And so we're doing 2 shows a day now. Wherever you are in the world, there's a live Mark Inspires show for you. So I hope you join us for it. We have Matt Zabrowski here, typical woohoo. He's the woohoo guy. Will, how are you? Renee Woods is here with me. I love it. Guys, I'm opening up the news of the day. We're going to scroll through. That's what this is. Essentially, I don't pull anything. This is a live creation show. Every time I'm live, we're either writing songs at 432 hertz on this drum I told you about, or we're doing comedy news or creating a crazy improv comedy movie. It's all, as I told you, a breakaway. So join me as we do it. Let me see if I can pull this up on the screen so we get right into it today. We're not slowing down, Zabrowski, for your woohoo. Zabrowski always wants us to slow down. Can you guys take time and reflect and respect the woohoo? Maybe. We'll see. Well, Joanne, do me a favor. Like to be on the screen. He's wheezing now. Joanne! Let's get Zabrowski's woohoo so we can get into the news, people. Here we go, Zabrowski. Let me hear it. Give us the 1-2 Zabrowski. 1-2 Magoo. Woohoo! He did it. Zabrowski did it. So, guys, motive behind the deadly shooting at Chiefs Super Bowl parade remains unclear. I don't think it was a San Fran fan. You know, I think that there is something deeper going on here. Apparently, there were 2 or 3 of those yesterday. And again, they always say when you find these big public events, you know, you're going to start seeing crazy stuff going on. And I hope that's not the case, but it looks like we're off to a freaking doozy. We're off to a doozy here. Megan Fox responds to criticism of Super Bowl party photo. Why is everything about Taylor Swift? I'm sorry. You're great, but what in the freaking heck, you know? I'm not going to get into that. Vladimir Putin delivers damning assessment of Tucker Carlson days after interview. He says he wasn't impressed by the former Fox News host. Maybe he didn't like his laugh, his cackle. I don't know. Why Scottish people love to herkle-durkle. and how this sleep habit is good for your health. I gotta know what a Herkle-Durkle is, guys. Right? Who out there is not like, Herkle-Durkle? I don't really want to know that story. You all want to know about the Herkle-Durkle, right? We're into it. Let's go. Bed rotting has a silly Scottish cousin. Believe it or not, you probably already loved a Herkle-Durkle. A Caledonian colloquialism that's trending globally on English language social media. The Herkle-Durkle, guys. You know all that. We've all been there, the alarm going off, and you know it's time to start the day. But you cradle in the cozy bedding, choose to linger. But you cradled in cozy bedding. You choose to linger in your cozy bedding, is basically what it's saying. According to the dictionaries of Scots language, the Herkle-Durkle is to lie in bed and lounge about when one should be up and about. You're Herkle-Durkling. And you didn't know that's what it was called when you were doing it. You woke up, you did a little Herkle-Durkle, you jump out of bed. You're like, I think I need a little more Herkle. What? No, maybe it's the Durkle. I'm not sure. I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna Herkle, then I'm gonna Durkle. You're over there just Herkling. Look, I love you. You're my sweetheart and all, but like, you can't Durkle? You can't Durkle as well as Herkle? You know, it's times like this when I wake up and I'm Herkly-Durkling and you're like over there doing, I'm just gonna Herkle. Can you make me some freaking waffles now? You know, just Durkle off the side, you know? And you go make pancakes, waffles. I want maple sausage as well. I want you to infuse some maple into the sausage. No, you have to Herkle, then Durkle. Well, how do I do it again? One, then the other, Herkle, and then Durkle. Guys, this is a live improv comedy show. I'm not sure if when I do stuff like that, it's funny or not to you, but it's funny to me, so I'm gonna keep doing it. Anyway, you're Herkly-Durkly, and you know, the difference between these two recently viral sleep trend is that the bed rotting implies. What is bed rotting? Like, what are we talking about here? Bed rotting? Is that when literally you get out and there's like a big freaking hole in your bed because you let it rot? You were there for so long, it became like a different material? Rotting material? Ugh. It's turning black. There's mold under your hiney butt. It's where it derives. You should wash them sheets. Apparently you're not doing enough Herkly-Durkly action in the morning. You get a Herkle, then Durkle. Don't Durkle, then Herkle. No, I'm sorry. You can't do a Durkle Herkle. It's going to be a Herkle-Durkle. There's only one way to do it properly. Some people tried to do the Durkle Herkle back in the 30s. Did not go well. No, look it up, guys. It's there. It's in the book. The Scottish term dates back to the 1800s. I wonder, you gotta really question this one. What happens when Steve Urkel does the Herkle-Durkle? Right? Guys, you got Steve Urkel doing the Herkle-Durkle, and everybody else is just having a good time. They're all just waiting to see if they could be a part of the Urkel Herkle-Durkle. He's signing mattresses these days. Things are bad. Yeah, for old Steve Urkel. Guys! Herkle and Durkling. Urkel. I do be Herkling and I do be Durkling. And once I've Herkled my last Durkle in the given morning, I will get up. The Soundbites creator Kira Kosiran's quipped, but I'm a big fan of Herkle-Durkle. Now, hundreds of years later, the TikTok zeitgeist has latched on to the highly relatable vocabulary word and using the trend to show off their leisurely mornings online. POV, you live on a Scottish island and I've been snowed in and Herkle-Durkling all week. One TikTok user captioned on video of her relaxing in bed while it snows outside. A user on Instagram used Kosirian's audio for a similar reel, captioning her video. If this audio doesn't summarize my weekends perfectly, not sure what does. The Herkle-Durkle, the Herkle-Durkle. You guys remember it. It went platinum. It is the best song on TikTok. TikTok user from Scotland furthermore claimed that the Herkle-Durkle is good for the body and the soul. Guys, you want a little more Durkle than Herkle though, if you're really getting down into it. You look at the science. of the Herkel Durkel. It's more Herkel than it's more Durkel than Herkel, you know. And Steve Urkel, remember, he comes in and he sweeps it away. Herkel Durkel is a 200-year-old Scots term that means lounging in bed well past the time you're supposed to get up. Oh, goodness. She said she had a TikToker with over 719,000 views. Guys, I'm going to post this later. Can we get a 719,000 views for this Herkel Durkel story? I think it's funnier than the original one. I don't know. I didn't see the original. I just hear them talking about it. If this doesn't summarize my weekends, I'm Herkel Durkling it. You know, you do the Herkel Durkel. You use the audio. I'm creating my own audio here. Herkel, you got the Herkel Durkel. You got the Herkel Durkel, yeah. I roll to the left. I roll to the right. Some people call it Herkel Durkel. I say go to bed tonight. I say, I got a Herkel Durkel. Right? And then when the harmonies come in, Herkel Durkel, Herkel, Herkel Durkel. Right? And then that high end, Herkel Durkel, Herkel, Herkel Durkel. Right? They're all meshing together in a beautiful harmony at the end. And remember, when you got Herkel Durkel, Herkel, Herkel Durkel, and the main voice is going in there like, I got my modifier, Herkel Durkel, going awake and roll around in bed today. And it's going, Herkel Durkel, Herkel, Herkel Durkel. Guys, I think I just freaking wrote a hit for Herkel Durkel. You know, I mean, like, I'm here doing it. I'm here writing the song in real time. I just need the beat seat. Herkel Durkel, Herkel, Herkel Durkel. Got your Herkel Durkel going, don't wanna wake up today. Gonna go to sleep again on Herkel Durkeling. Right? Herkel Durkel, Herkel, Herkel Durkel. Oh, goodness. When you tune into the host of the longest running daily variety show that writes songs live in the moment, you know, and then you got a Herkel Durkel song like by the end of the news story. Welcome. Welcome. That's all I can say, guys. Welcome to the party, you know, Herkel Durkel. Just remember, when you piece that all together into one, Herkel Durkel, Herkel, Herkel Durkel, your Herkel Durkel is Scottish mother, yeah, you know, you get the whiskey out. That's the only thing you can do at that point is get the whiskey out. Herkel Durkel. So no, I'm not being lazy or wasting my life. I'm practicing an ancestral rite of passage. I'm connecting with my culture. Herkel Durkel. Previous studies have shown that embracing lazy mornings really could be a boon to well-being. We call it Herkel Durkeling, though. I'm not sure if you know, but we do it. December 2023 study published in the journal Sleep Health suggests that sleeping on the weekends save your life in the long run. Researchers found that an extra 2 hours of sleep on the weekend can reduce chances of heart attack or stroke by 63%. I like those odds, you know, especially for people who get less than 6 hours of sleep during the week. We found that WCS, which they call weekend catch-up sleep, you know, they had to come up with an acronym. They were lazy motherfuckers, you know what I mean? Like, guys, we do the WCS. You do the WCS like the Western Conference Society? Are we doing that one or which one? No, the weekend catch-up sleep. Well, you missed a U. It should be WCUS, right? WSUS, some people say, because the C is silent. And the adults associated with low risk of angina, they got angina, guys. Stroke and coronary heart disease. The sleep deprived who allowed themselves to hit snooze on their days off were 2/3 less likely to experience life-threatening medical emergencies. They did the Herkel Durkel. Yeah. Additionally, research from October 2023 found that getting a few more minutes of sleep after snoozing your alarm could actually help avid snoozers wake up. You know, like the ones who like to snooze. I mean, snooze it, and then they wake up. It helps you. So I don't know. I'm more tired personally, but you let me know how you feel about it. The study published in the Journal of Sleep Research found that people who snoozed regularly got additional sleep and more cognitively alert upon waking, despite the disturbed sleep. So Herkel Durkel to your heart's desire. You guys see it. They're telling you to do it here. Herkel Durkel to your heart's desire. Herkle Durkle. Remember, it's self-care, and you want to make sure you're doing this self-care. I still got the Herkle Durkle, you guys. I'm thinking, you play the keys, you play the bass, I'll play the beat seat, I'll sing, I'll play the guitar. Together, we got a full orchestra-ish type of vibe. I'll loop in a couple of things later with the guitar synthesizer. And then we're doing it. Herkle Durkle, Herkle, Herkle Durkle. Get to Herkle Durkle, go and water snooze it in the mornings, mother. Yeah, you get the whiskey here in Scotland. That's a hit. That is a hit. I'm pretty sure, if I put that up on iTunes, that will sell. That will sell. What's my favorite music? The Herkle Durkle, of course. Guys, they became a massive band as well in Scotland. The Herkle Durkle. People are all gathering to go see them when they play at the pubs. They sell them out. They sell out every single one. Herkle Durkle. Massive. Their singer's got a ridiculous noggin. It's always the best. If you get your lead singer to have a noggin that takes up half the stage, that's good. People are coming to see the nog. How did he get in here? How did he fit that freaking head through the door? Guys, just hear him sing, okay? Don't worry about the noggin. We know it's a sight. We know. Anyway, next story of the day. Jordan, everything is about politics. I'm trying not to do anything political. Guys, at all right? We're here to do the comedy news. We're here to keep things light, Steven, right? We don't need more stories on politics here. Carrie Shadwick shares pic the first time she met Kevin Bacon in 1987. You guys ever heard of the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon? Yeah, right, Zachary? Zachary knows about it. D-Comba knows about it. The 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. You could pick anybody in the world, and within 6 people, they're connected to Kevin Bacon. That's it, right, Stephen? It's crazy. And I'll tell you, I'm going to read the exact definition. They say this is for anybody in the world, actually, which is kind of creepier. 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. So that means you as well, if this is true, that you are within 6 degrees of anybody on planet Earth. It's kind of weird. Very weird. I had someone do Charlie Chaplin once for me. I was like, all right, do Charlie Chaplin. And it worked. I was like, but you can't do Jesus. I'm thinking about that. You can't do, who are you going to do Jesus? Well, Jesus knew Paul was gardening. No, I'm sorry. 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, or Bacon's Law, as they call it now. It's a parlor game where players challenge each other to arbitrarily choose an actor and then connect them to another actor via a film that both actors have appeared in together. Repeating this process to try to find the shortest path that ultimately leads to a prolific American. That's a little different than I remember. Let's see. See, I always thought you'd do it to Kevin Bacon, but they're doing it off of any actor. I think that's what I said. It's basically like, you could connect anybody to you within 6, people. So you would, for example, you'd say like, Kira Sedgwick's was in a movie, that's what it is, it's all movies. Kira Sedgwick was in a movie with John Travolta, who was in a movie with blah, 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 who was also in with Kevin Bacon. So that's how they basically do it. So Charlie Chaplin was in with this person, who was in with that person, was in with this person, who was with Kevin Bacon in Footloose, or something like this. You know what I mean? And you have to have a knowledge of Hollywood actors. You have to understand all the films. It shows that you are really, really, I guess, a fanboy of Hollywood if you could do this. Anyway, let's move forward. Tom Cruise's new romance with Russian socialite Caps actor. Long list of younger lovers. What the freaking heck? Listen, leave Tom Cruise alone, all right? Have you seen that face? Good-looking guy still. Yeah, he has a ton of work done nobody knows about. But still, he's doing good work. He's out there. I'm sorry? No, I know it's a whacked out religion, if you want to call it that, but he's doing it, Elron, make sure you say hi to Xenu when you're there, I got pitons. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but you're doing it. You're big with it. When you take on the biggest impossible mission of them all, to try to get to Xenu. You know? He's doing it, guys. He's trying his best to get to Xenu. I'm sure all of you guys can't wait to get to Xenu as well, right? You have to clear your fetins, though. Remember, you know, electrocution style. You think you need more clearing. Let's call Danny Masterson. Let's see how that went. Hold on a minute. I'm going to get him on the line. Hold on a second. Yeah, is this prison? No, I'm looking for the prison where Danny Masterson is. If you can get him on the line, please. Excuse me, this is the Mark and Spires show, okay? What? Yeah, exactly, yeah. Listen, Carrie, is it Carrie you said, right? Carrie, I appreciate that you're a huge fan. I'm trying to get Danny Masterson on the line. Yes, thank you, patch me through. Guys, it's hard to get somebody good on you know, the other end these days. They're all obnoxious. Yes, Pedro, hi, how are you? The Mark Pires, Mark and Spires show here live 1,872 days in a row. Oh, you heard about the streak? Yeah, no, welcome. Join us. Join us. Yeah, no, look, I wanted to find out, can you get me Danny Masterson on the line? I'm sure he's in there with a big burly guy. He's doing the 1-2 Magoo on Masterson's hiney butt. Just look for that. You'll probably hear him screaming like a little girl. Yeah. I knew you'd find him. Yeah, just put him on. Thanks. No, I appreciate you, Pedro. Thank you. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the chat. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, no, that doesn't sound good there. I know. Yeah, Masterson. Hey, look, I know your hiney butt is kind of being, you know, intruded. I'm not really sure what's going on over there. It sounds terrible. It really does. But look, just had a quick question for you. Thetans. Can you tell us about it? We're trying to figure out how to clear them. Yeah. What? It's not real? Are you serious? No, I was looking at Tom Cruise and I was like, I'm going to go and join. He looks like he's happy. He's dating a Russian socialite. I'm not sure if you heard about that. Yeah, you're in prison. I forgot. Yeah. So okay, I'll give you a quick update. Tom Cruise banging a Russian model. You know, we're all out here, fresh air. You're in there smelling someone's hiney butt right now, or they got their hand in your hiney butt. It's rank in there, on both parts. The room, your hiney butt. It's all disgusting, Masterson. You know, you should have shaved. He's telling you. I hear it in the background. Look, just tell him, can you give me a minute? I'm trying to find out about the Fetans thing, you know. Should I join the Elron? I don't want to say things that get me in trouble here, so I'm not even saying the name, but you know. It's science and ology with a T in the middle. And you get the end of science out. You understand what I'm saying? Danny, you were just a part of it. You know, they left you in the lurch. Yeah, no, look, we'll see you in 20 to 30, right? Yeah, no, I know. You don't get any days out of the cell, you know. Look, when you're there in solitary confinement because of your actions, you know, you didn't clear your fetins. Yeah, no, sorry, gotta go. Yeah, I thought you'd be able to help us. Yeah, you can't. You're still filled with fetins. Sorry, see you, Danny. Guys, sometimes you gotta lay it out there for them. You're in prison. You got fetins up the freaking wahoo. Well, you got someone's hand up your wahoo. But Danny Masterson, he's doing it, guys. Literally, he's doing it. You know. All right, I need to shut off the heat. It's too hot.
It's the Daily Comedy News with your host, Mark Pires. Join us for breaking headlines and all kinds of comedy shenanigans.
It's like the perfect interlude.
Brought to you by the BeatSeat.
The BeatSeat. It's the perfect interlude. I gotta shut off the hot, disgusting propane. I'm here outdoors, you guys see. Well, you can't. I'm sitting in front of a Yahoo screen. I can't get any of the politics, guys. We're staying away. Tom from MySpace sold the social media platform just 2 years ago. No, just 2 years after launching it for $580 million. Wow. This is insane. This is a good story. I remember a Tom from MySpace. He was your first friend. Remember? There he is. This is Tom from MySpace. He's like this. You just see him with a stupid, he's like in front of a locker. Hi. Tom from MySpace. Let's see what he's doing. 580 mil. Smart man. For millennials, MySpace wasn't just a social media and networking platform. It was a cultural phenomenon that defined an era of online interaction. Its unique blend of social media and user-generated content made it an iconic staple of early internet culture. Among its most memorable features was the automatic friendship with Tom Anderson, known to all of us as Tom from MySpace, making him the ubiquitous first friend in this new digital frontier. But what happened to Tom? In the early 2000s, MySpace emerged as a pioneer in the social networking sphere, offering users a novel platform to craft digital identities, connect with acquaintances, and share life updates. Its inception marked a significant shift in how people interacted online, along with Friendster. Who remembers Friendster? As platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn gained traction, MySpace's prominence waned. Despite the decline, Anderson, MySpace's co-founder, managed to exit the scene with substantial financial gains. Anderson co-launched the platform in 2003 alongside Chris DeWolf. As the company's president, Anderson witnessed MySpace's rapid ascent into digital domain. The platform's need for expansion capital led to securing $15.3 million from Vantage Point, followed by an additional $15.5 million from Redpoint. This influx of funds propelled MySpace's growth until 2005, when Anderson and DeWolf sold the company and its parent Intermix to News Corp for $580 million, so you could blame News Corp, Evil Corp, for destroying MySpace. Because it was good, I guess, till then. Following the sale, Anderson retired in 2009, choosing to pursue personal interests over further entrepreneurial endeavors. Why? You got $580 million bucks. I think you're good. I would go and enjoy the rest of my life too. Good job, Anderson. Mr. Anderson. Neo. When Neo shows up and he's being Mr. Anderson officially. His ex-bio states he enjoys the good life. New hobbies, surfing, architecture, design, photography, golf, reflecting a desire to explore beyond the confines of the tech industry. Anderson's life post-MySpace has seen him residing in various locations, including Las Vegas, Los Angeles, and currently Oahu in Hawaii. His travels have taken him across the globe, from the Philippines to the Maldives, with his experiences often shared through photography on social media platforms. He's still keeping up the MySpace, guys. He's still there. I should go, let me see if I can log in. I can't get into my MySpace account anymore. Financially, Anderson's ventures post-MySpace have been a topic of interest. In 2021, he expressed excitement over being a SpaceX investor. Though confirmation of such an investment remains unclear, his involvement in the real estate sector and his work as a traveling photographer highlight his diverse interests and continuous exploration of new opportunities. Today, with an estimated net worth of $60 million, Anderson's journey from MySpace co-founder to multifaceted entrepreneur and investor showcases the varied paths tech pioneers take after their initial successes. So guys, Tom, we miss you, buddy. I miss tuning in and seeing, hey, it's Tom from MySpace. Goodness. So that's a straight story for you. Godzilla vs. Kong. Does anybody care? I don't know. Ew! Delta passengers showered with maggots after they fell from the plane's overhead compartment. Who brought the old Indian food onto the plane? Oh, I really enjoyed it. I wanted to bring it back from Calcutta. Brought some friggin' unbelievable maggots. Here we go. Ugh. Disgusting. Joanne says she'd eat them. Joanne. Joanne. Gosh almighty. Guys, I apologize, Joanne with the wheeze and the toot. They might have preferred snakes. It would have been actually really awesome if Samuel L. Jackson came popping out from the back. Look, motherfucker! You know, you'd be like, yeah, he's here preferring snakes. A Delta flight from Amsterdam to Detroit was filled with some unwanted stowaways, maggots that fell onto disgusted passengers from an overhead bin while midair. You just imagine, you're just sitting there, you're reading the paper. You're just like, honey, you see stocks are up, real estate's down. Oh, what the hell? I got maggots falling on me, right? You're eating them because you're hungry. It's across, Atlantic trip. You're going intercontinental. The gross bugs had infested fish that a passenger stored in the carry-on luggage. I told you, it was something stupid. Indian food, fish. The gross infested fish that a passenger stored in their carry-on luggage. I'm going to save this fish for later. I'm thinking I'm just going to wrap it, right? Aluminum foil. I'll throw it into the bag. 4 or 5 days later, I'm taking it out. I'm eating that freaking fish. You know what I mean? You guys have done that before, right? You take the fish, you do it 4-day style, throw a little olive oil on it. It's good to go. This guy's got bugs, literally. Really lovely to be 2 hours into an 8-hour flight and find out there's rotten fish and maggots hitching a ride with us. One passenger named Kelsey, really? Travis or Jason? Which one? Just tweeted in a since deleted post after the Super Bowl. The flight from hell, which wound up being rerouted back to Europe. They had to check to make sure there were no more maggots or fish in the guy's suitcase. The ex-poster told the Daily Mail that the passenger whose suitcase was responsible for the disgusting debacle was detained. Thank you for the freaking love. You just destroyed a flight and that guy's suit and his newspaper. He was in the process of reading it. Stocks were up, remember? Stocks were up, and you're there. The blood-curdling incident also caught some attention on Delta Reddit page, where commenters claimed to have witnessed the airborne atrocity. My family and I were en route, directly in front of the maggots. The lady right behind us told the flight attendants the maggots were falling on her head. I was picking them out like a monkey does. Ew, there it is. Is that the real maggot-infested fish? Look at this, they're coming out of his mouth. He's got triple eye deal. One here, one there. There's probably one over there. Another user said that he had to wait an extra day for a new connecting flight on another airline, thanks to this debacle with the maggots, According to Kelsey, an airline gave travelers 8,000 free miles, hotel compensation, and a $30 meal ticket in the event they were delayed overnight. The Delta aircraft was taken out of service for a deep cleaning. It reported the Daily Mail. Guys, remember, next time you're on a flight, just use that nostril of yours. It's one of your senses. I think I smell some disgusting, nasty, rank fish somewhere. Is anybody? Oh, is that you? Sorry, no, I didn't. My bad. Look, that's on you. They make products for that. Sometimes you're in the process. You're on the plane. You're trying to save lives. Helen, I'm sorry. Yes, that was the worst. Nick, right? Nick, good to see you. Oh my goodness. Oh, you do a story like this, and, Couple who traveled to all 63 national parks. Name which one is the best. Should we find out? The New York Post ran this story. That is a beautiful view. Did they take all those photos? All 63 national parks. That's pretty cool, actually. To travel is to live, and this couple has done that. A Seattle couple stepped foot on 63 national parks across America and even survived a plane crash. Gave their takes on what otherworldly parks they enjoyed and recommend to tourists. Outdoor content creators Matt Smith and his wife Karen gave Instagram viewers a sneak peek into their traveling experiences that they have taken across the U.S., sharing breathtaking views from the iconic Grand Canyon to Death Valley in California. It's impossible to list all of the wonders, the 63 national parks in 30-second reel. Well, anyway, this is them. They did it. That's a pretty cool experience right there. Should we watch it? I don't want to go to Instagram. That's going to be in the way. Why can't we watch it not on Instagram? Nah, I hate Instagram. Beautiful photos. Look at this. Wow. The pair survived a harrowing plane crash after visiting Lake Clark National Park in Alaska in 2011. So wait, just real quick, how long did it take them to do all this? When did they start? It's not even saying when they started. It's just like, yeah, they did it. That's weird. They should do like, hey, we started our first trip was in 1998. Let's see. Check out our 150 episodes. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we'd go check that out if I were you. If I'm into this type of thing, which it's just the idea is pretty cool. But yeah, I don't see anything about when they actually started this journey. That would have been a better story. They started 33 years ago and they just finished. All right, we're going to take one more story here. American Pie star Sean William Scott files for divorce from wife Olivia after 4 years of marriage. I like this guy. I always thought he was funny. Sad to see that, Don't like to see divorce. I like to see people thriving, Matt Damon, yeah, we already talked about that. All right, I think we got enough news here, guys. Is there anything else? Marine vet credits Raptor for saving his life in crash, and Ford was listening. That's great. Was Ford listening when I had issues with my Ford Mach-E? I don't think so. I think that's basically it, guys. I got nothing else for you here. This is all crap, right? Let's see if there's any updates. Doing a quick refresh. Why some Apple Vision Pro owners are already returning their headsets. Not because it's $3,000 and it takes you out of reality. Some Apple Pro users are returning their headsets less than 2 weeks after buying them, complaining of comfort, usability, and sickness issues. Yeah, you're in a different world. You're a bonehead. You haven't seen the movie Ready, Set, Game or whatever? Players, Game, or Go, whatever it was called? They went over this entire thing. $3,500 mixed reality goggles, which launched in the U.S. on February 2nd, described by Apple chief executive Tim Cook as the beginning of a new era for computing. It's an initial unveiling last year. So basically the bottom line is you are not in the world anymore. You're in some other manufactured world and you're just doing stuff like this and you could touch things, You probably have to wear something stupid on your fingers, in order to touch things, and you could see different, menus in front of you, like mental. I can't get over the reality when you go out to eat, for example, and you look around and everybody's faces are in their phones. No one's talking anymore. No conversations. You don't see socializing anymore. I pull up to pick up my kids and everybody's sitting there with their faces in their phones. I'm like, you're sitting next to each other and you guys have your faces in your 5.6-inch screens. I'm thinking about the vastness of the world around you you have no idea or you're completely unaware of. And it's quite jarring when you stand back and look at it from that perspective. And you're saying to yourself, well, what's the next step? Putting on a freaking set of goggles so you completely shut off everybody else around you? Yep, $3,500. Look at this freaking guy over here, right? I got this goofball looking like a fly. Dude's looking like the fly over here. Look, guys, it looks so cool. You can't look at the screen? Get a TV? No, I got a TV right here. Right here. I got my screen right here. I wonder what that's doing to your brain, by the way. You got a computer on your face. This guy over here. Excuse me. Hi, yes, this is Donald Williamson. I wanted to order this strap-on computer for my face. Do you guys have it in stock? Oh, no. I didn't want the Apple. No, I wanted the strap-on computer. You put it on your face. Like an operating system, hard drive, internet, Wi-Fi, 5G, right on my face, right on my eyes, really. Do you have that one? Guys, they have it. They wanted you. What this is weird. This is, let's see if this corrects itself. That was very interesting. It said it was January 26th. This is an old phone. This is disconnected, I guess. It's in SOS. January 26th. Yes. You guys are getting yours, right? You want to be like this guy. Ah, look at me. Dumbo. Gosh almighty. You know, I got to say, look, here we go. Mark Zuckerdick. He's up on the screen too now showing his. People are actually loving Mark Zuckerchooch's reaction to Apple Vision Pro. Should we see what his reaction was? Let's see.
All right, guys. So I finally tried Apple's Vision Pro.
Did you?
And, I have to say that before this, I expected that Quest would be the better value for most people since it's really good and it's like 7 times less expensive.
Is that?
But after using it, I don't just think that Quest is the better value. I think that Quest is the better product, period.
Is it really?
And, the different companies made different design decisions for the headsets. They have different strengths. But overall, Quest is better for the vast majority of things that people use mixed reality for. Now, my friend Kenny is actually capturing this video on Quest's high-resolution mixed reality pass-through right now. We're just here in my living room, and you can see his browser windows and whatever else he's got running up here. So yeah, Quest 3 does high-quality pass-through with big screens, just like Vision Pro. But we also designed it to be great for a lot of other things, moving around, playing games, hanging out with friends and socializing, working out, and more. Quest, I think is just a lot more comfortable. We designed it to weigh 120 grams less, which makes a really big difference on your face. There's no wires that get in the way when you move around. It's a big deal. Our field of view is wider, and I found our screen to be brighter also. I also noticed that Apple's headset has this motion blur as you move around, which Quest is just a lot crisper. Now, Apple's screen does have a higher resolution, and that's really nice. But I was surprised by how many trade-offs they had to make to the quality of the device and the comfort and ergonomics and other aspects of the display and artifacts in order to get to that. Now, for input, Quest supports precision controllers that are great for games. Both headsets support hand tracking, but
I really hate him. I don't know. He's out there selling his crap product to get people out of the real world and into his matrix. Freaking scumbag. He just built like an underground lair, essentially. It's like bomb-proof in Hawaii, spending like $300 million to build this thing. This guy's, he's planning for the end days. He's a perpetrator of it. Let's get everybody in their homes with the stupid freaking headset on. A Meta headset. Do you know Meta means dead? Isn't that what it means? Let's see if I can find that in Hebrew. Meta is a feminine form of dead in Hebrew. It also with meaning beyond in Greek. Feminine adjective is dead, is meta in Hebrew. Now, could I ask you, what is Mark Zuckerchooch's last name? Is Mark Zuckerberg Jewish by chance? Zuckerberg. I'm not sure if that's a Jewish name. I think it may be. And in Hebrew, which I'm certain, not certain, but most people who are Jewish practice the faith, or at least, so he knows what Hebrew is. Probably had to stand in front of everybody at his bar mitzvah, bat mitzvah, whatever it is for a boy, and read Hebrew. So kind of a rite of passage if you're Jewish. And so he's named his company Dead. And now he wants you to strap on a ridiculously stupid headset, a dead headset onto your face, so you're dead from this world. And you're in his stupid dead world. God almighty. It's poetic in a way, right? Unreal. This is the stuff we're dealing with, though, guys. The evil from the outside trying to just seethe its way into our daily lives. Oh, goodness. I guess that's it for the day, guys. We got enough. We got enough news. We got enough news stories here. I hate all of these talk show hosts that just want to crap on, do this political thing. You're all hacks. All of you are hacks. This guy was never funny. Seth Meyers was never, ever funny. Like, why is this guy still on TV? Never funny. Ugh. With that stupid freaking, like, bird face. Look at the bird face. Okay. Dummy. I don't know. I can't stand that dude. Never thought he was funny, ever. Like, oh, he's so good, such a dry comedian. Has 50 writers around him. How hard would it be to put on a show when you have 50 writers around you, giving you jokes? That's probably tough. Really tough. Nightwind, how are you? Good to see you. Oh, can I please read something from this small book? It's the 1776. Yeah, that's the Principles of Faith. It's 1793. I'll read some of that tonight during the show for sure. I think we're here about 47 minutes in, and it's definitely enough news for the day, guys. Sylvia, how are you? Good to see you. Let me see if I can break this off here. There we go. There we are, Joanne. Oh, there we go. So, we never know what we're going to get in the news. We never know. But we do know we're going to do our best to read it in a positive light. It's all negative stuff, guys. There's nothing you're going to find in the news that's going to be like, yay! It's all doom and gloom. But I guess if we could somehow try to laugh a little through it, make some comedy out of it, that to me makes it a little better. We're going to know about it anyway. We have to know what's going on. So, Secret Club. Oh, goodness. Helen, thank you. Nick AM, thank you so much, my friend. Thank you for being here. Joanne, you're getting love today from Nick. Nick's sending you love back there. Joanne. You know, Joanne. She just doesn't stop wheezing, really, is the problem with Joanne. Oh, welcome, Joanne. Welcome to the show. Yeah, I think you're asking, is this the show that never ends? Yes, Joanne, it is. 1,872 days in a row. We are just 28 days from 1,900 days. Are you kidding me? God almighty. I thank you. I thank you, creator of this entire existence, for allowing me to stay motivated and dedicated enough to do this for 1,872 days in a row. It's not easy. I'm doing my best to try to keep everything positive for you guys. I know you're dealing with everything else in the world, so this time is important that you spend with me because I'm getting things as well, just like you are. And we're, I think, doing some good work, creating some cool music, and even just reading some funny news. So if you can, join us. Live every morning at 9, live again every single night. We will be back later. The wheeze smells like cheese. You're not joking. You're not joking. So if you're here on YouTube, please don't go anywhere. Don't lurkaroo. Let me say goodbye to you. We'll be back later. And if you're here on TikTok, which I see a couple awesome people kicking it with me, Stephen P., my friend, thank you for being here. And Drell, D-Real, thank you so much for being here, D-Real. If you guys can head over to YouTube, the link is in the bio. And just subscribe with everybody. We'll be live again later on, 9 p.m., maybe a little earlier, hopefully earlier. So keep getting some sleep, you know? Oh, goodness. Barella, my friend. DM Ryan. Kill It and Grill It. Yes, morning show with Kill It. Oh man, Nightwind, you're awesome. Nick AM, Renee Woods. You guys are all awesome. I really appreciate you so much. Thank you for being here. And I look forward to seeing you again later. Until then, please do me a favor and leave a comment after the show and let me know what your favorite story was. I'm sure it wasn't the maggot story, but we had to do it, guys. You got to read the maggot story when it's there on the screen. You got to go away, yeah. Until later, Joanne and I will be back. Joanne, can you keep the wheeze down? I'm dealing with it. Helen, Kill It, Nightwind. Oh my goodness. Renee, DM. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. See you later. You got to go away.